Hello everyone, welcome to the screencast. I'm going to show you how you can get started with Builder and buildr-as3 and what build like you code means. Let's start talking about Builder. I'm not going to go into detail a lot, I'm just going to outline what Builder is in a nutshell and make it really quick. So this is the Builder project by Apache. It has the tagline up here to the right, build like you code, which is a big difference to the build system I was used to, like Ant or Maven, where you had to write XML files to describe your builds. And in Builder is written in Ruby and lets you write your build files in Ruby too. So you can actually code, which gives you a lot more power and makes it a lot, way more flexible than XML files. And it also shrinks your build files to like 10% of what your Ant build files were before. Builder comes out of the box with support for Scala, Groovy, Java, basically all JVM languages. But for us Flash developers, that's a bit sad to hear because it doesn't support, doesn't have support for Flex or ActionScript projects. So, and because I like this project so much, I started working on my own extension for Builder. And if you go to my blog and click on open source, then you will see buildr-as3. And if you want to dig in later and get more info, just go on dev.org/open source, and you can find related blog posts, the wiki, source code, and everything you need to really get started with it. But for now, I'm just going to show you how you can install buildr-as3 and Builder and how to make your first little project. So Builder is written in Ruby, and that means we need Ruby on our machine, and Builder is distributed via Ruby gems, which is a package system where you can just install libraries and applications really easily. And buildr-as3 is also distributed via Ruby gems. So on OS X, Ruby and Ruby gems are already there, so we just skip that step and we just type in our shell sudo gem install buildr-as3. This will now install buildr-as3 and also install Builder, as Builder is a dependency of buildr-as3. So this can take a minute or two on your machine. If it's your first gem, it might take longer because you have to fulfill a lot more dependencies, but it should just work out of the box. You shouldn't have any problems with this. So we're almost done here. So while this is installing the documentation files, let's just have a look at our example project. So I have this folder here, buildr-as3 screencast, which is basically our main project, where I created a module called Flash app, which is basically our Flash application that we want to compile. And on the same level is our build file. This is like our Ant XML files. They're called build file and Builder. And under my Flash app module, I've got a source folder, main, AS3, and that's where my Flash app resides that I want to compile. So let's just look at the Flash app for now, at my ActionScript class. It's really simple, just a shape where I draw a red circle in and add child, and nothing special in here. So how are we going to compile this now? For this we need to write a build file. So like you've seen, the build file is on the same level as on the modules, and now we have to write some Ruby code here. First we need to tell Builder to load our buildr-as3 extension, which is easily done by this line, require builder/as3. This like an import or include that you know from ActionScript. And then we can already start outlining our project. we define a project just with the function define and give it a name. I just call it screencast for now. This is our main project. So now we got this one, and now we define our module that we actually want to compile in the same way. Flash app, module flash app, do. So now we got our project set up basically, and now we just need to tell it how to compile. And for that we need, like for all, if you want to compile Flex content or Flash content, you need to have Flex SDK installed. And for this we just create a new Flex SDK and give it a version. So, and for our case, let's just give it version of the latest stable release of the Flex SDK on the Adobe website, which is 4.1.0.16.0.67.76. And this will either look up on the Adobe website and download the file to your hard drive, or if it's already on your hard drive, it will just reuse it. So if you have multiple projects requiring that specific version of the Flex SDK, you just need to download it once, and for other projects it just will be reused. So now we just go on and tell it how we want to compile. First we need to tell Builder which compiler to use, and we just go in our projects and say compile using mxmlc. Additionally, we need to tell it which Flex SDK it should use to compile. So we give it an option, Flex SDK is our Flex SDK. And like with other Flash or Flex projects, we need a main Swift file which we want to compile. There's the option main for, and then we give it the path to our main file. This path-to function is from Builder and just resolves the path for us. And then we just go into our AS3 folder and then go to flashapp.as. Oh, forgot the plus sign. So this should be all you need to write to compile a simple Swift file and not 100 lines of XML. So this will compile, or will hopefully compile, our red circle. So let's get back to the terminal. And what we need to do now, let's just first check if Builder is working. Let's run it. Okay, it gives some output, but that means it's working. So let's cd in our project folder, and let's just compile our red circle. There you see, now started downloading the Flex SDK from the Adobe website. And once this is done, it will extract the file and continue with the compile process. And then we should see our red circle. So now it compiled our Swift file, downloaded the SDK, unzipped it, which takes a while, but you just need to do it once. And it says it completed and it was successful. So let's double check, go in our project folder, Flash app. It by default puts it into a target bin folder. And here's our Swift file. So let's